Al, thank you. This morning on today's Flu, Cold and Flu Fact or Fiction. The cold weather is coming, so it's a good time to test your knowledge about cold and flu symptoms and how to treat them. Dr. Keri Peterson is an internist and women's health contributor. Dr. Peterson, good morning.
Good morning.
It's that time of year again. Here we go,
coming.
cold and flu season. So do we know yet how bad it's going to be this year? Is there a way to tell, judging by the number of visits early on into the doctor's office?
No, it is unpredictable. It's going to depend on whether the strain that emerges this year matches what's in the vaccine. And the virus in the vaccine is typically based on what we saw last year. But usually we start seeing cases in October and it peaks in January and February.
All right. So you've put together some common beliefs about the flu and the common cold, and you're going to debunk some of those myths that a lot of us have heard. First off, is chicken soup helps relieve symptoms of the cold and flu. Fact or fiction?
That is fact. The chicken soup is it's really good for you. First, the steam breaks up the mucus congested in your chest, and the broth will hydrate you as well as also clear the mucus, and it provides lots of nutrients and antioxidants with all the vegetables in it. So it's good for you.
So Mom's chicken soup works.
Yes.
All right. But now one thing Mom got wrong, though, I think, is the statement that going out in chilly weather with wet hair will give you a cold. Turns out that's
fiction. That is not true, and so many people still believe this.
Mom said it all the time. You believe her, right?
It's not true. Going out in the cold with a wet head does not get you sick. It's only viruses that get you sick. But the reason that people get colds in cold weather more often is that they're indoors more frequently, and it's more likely that you'll transmit germs to one another.
So the germ pool is much bigger that way.
Yes.
Okay, another common belief is that antibiotics can treat cold and flu. Is this fact or fiction?
This is also fiction. Antibiotics only kill bacteria, whereas colds and flus are viruses. And if you go to your doctor asking for an antibiotic for a cold, you actually will do yourself a disservice, because antibiotics can create resistance so that they don't work when you really need them. For women, they can create yeast infections, and they can also kill the good bacteria, and then the bad bacteria can overgrow and create problems.
All right, so antibiotics is a no-no then when you have a cold or the flu. Okay, next statement that I think we hear a lot is that you don't need to get the flu vaccine every year, that you somewhat feel like, I got it last year, I'm going to be protected at least for the next year.
And that
not
is
true.
Fiction. Absolutely. At Women's Health, we recommend please get your flu shot every year. Immunity only lasts for 6 to 7 months, and each year the strains in the vaccine changes depending on what we saw the year before.
Okay, here's another good one. A lot of people believe that I think some say that you could spread a cold or a flu even if you don't have any symptoms. Is that right?
Let me read that again. You can spread the cold flu. That is true.
Yes.
Okay. And the reason for this is 20 to 30% of people can be infected with the flu and have no symptoms at all. And in addition, some people are in this incubation window. It takes a few days to get the flu once you've been exposed, and you can still transmit the virus during that time. So you're still contagious during that period.
Okay, now here is one that a lot of people believe, and that is that you can catch the flu from the flu shot. Is this fact or fiction?
Fiction, and this is something so many people still hold on to believing, and there's a few reasons for this. You can get side effects from the flu shot. It can create a little soreness, aches, and fever, and a few years ago, maybe even a few decades ago, it used to be much worse than it is now. People sort of attributed that to, oh, I got the flu from it.
Right.
Another thing that can happen is it does take time for the flu shot to kick in. It takes about 2 weeks. And if you get exposed to the flu during that time, you're susceptible, and you can get the flu during that window.
And just to clarify, the vaccine is actually dead flu virus.
It is, absolutely. So what's in the flu shot is dead virus. It is not going to infect you.
So nothing is going to get to you. All right, Dr. Keri Peterson, thanks so much. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.